Hey guys, Heidi here. If you're new to my channel, then you may not know that I recently lost 25 pounds. It didn't happen overnight, but with the right plan, I was able to reach my goal. And ironically, during the process of losing this weight, I realized that creating a successful social media strategy was very much like creating the perfect diet. Most people don't realize the word diet actually means way of life. But when we go on a diet, we usually do the complete opposite and we look for a quick fix. Instead of finding a plan that helps us survive and thrive, we decide to take the miracle cookie diet, where we are gonna lose 50 pounds by eating 5 cookies a day, right? Give me a like if you've ever been guilty of that. I mean, I know I have. That is what I was doing for 3-4 years, trying to lose this weight, and that is why I saw 0 results. And a lot of people, including so many of you guys that I'm watching, you treat your social media the same way. You try to solve your posting problems by buying fake likes. It's the quick fix, right? Or maybe you try to fix your numbers by buying fake followers. You will not see results until you stop this fad diet approach to your social media and find a real way of life solution. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna bring it all together and I'm gonna show you how some of the things I put in place for my weight loss can help you be successful with your social media. Let's do this. Before we start, just a little disclaimer. This is not a weight loss video. This video will help you with your goals in your social media, but I'm not gonna be handing out a diet or showing you exercises, but you will learn some tangible steps to see results for your social media, I promise. So the first thing I did to lose weight that you have to do for your social media to be successful is I decided on a strategy. Now, one of the reasons I'd say that I hadn't lost my baby weight after 3+ years was because I would half commit to little things all the time. So I would say, I'm gonna commit to yoga, or I'm gonna eat less carbs, or I'd watch some YouTube videos on keto or the paleo diet. And the thing was, all these things were great, but they weren't big enough commitments, and I didn't have a big enough strategy to really change the scale. I mean, yeah, I'd see little results. I might lose 1 or 2 pounds here, or even at one point I had lost 5 pounds, but it wasn't enough to reach my goal. But this time was different because this time I set up a strategy. I decided that I was gonna do this 100-day workout challenge through Beachbody. It's 20 to 30 minutes a day for 100 days. Something super easy for me to commit to at home. And I did it with this girl. I mean, just look at her. You gotta get results, right? And then I also calculated the calories I needed to lose the weight I wanted. And I wrote down my food every day. So that was my strategy. I finally had a plan to reach my weight loss goals. And the same goes for your social media. I see so many of you guys just diving in head first to using social media as an actor without a plan, without a strategy, and you just get burned out and totally bummed when you don't see results. Now, this strategy for your social media, it's gonna be different for everyone. Maybe that strategy is simple as saying, hey, I wanna learn the 101 on the platforms I'm on. Or maybe it's just deciding your platforms, or maybe setting up a posting plan. So it's really going to be different for everyone depending on your goals. But the important thing is you need to have a strategy in place to reach these goals for your social media. And that is a step so many of you guys are missing. And just like me watching YouTube videos on keto and paleo and doing these little things, that is what you're doing for your social media, and it's why you're not really seeing the results you want. And the good news is, guys, a strategy doesn't have to be expensive. It could actually be free. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to give you a free guide that will help you set up a strategy for your social media so that you can reach your goal right away. Number 2, you gotta be accountable to reach your goals. Now remember, guys, this video isn't about what diets are the best. It's really about how to apply the principles I use to lose weight to your social media, okay? Now, in terms of accountability, I held myself accountable in 2 ways, both exercise and for my food. And to be very honest, I know myself, and I know if I wouldn't have been accountable in these 2 ways, I would have failed. So the first thing I had was I had a calendar I had on my fridge And it started just like this. It's actually the exact calendar. And I would put a big X on it every day that I worked out. And this went on and on and on until I went to the 100 days and beyond. Right? But every day I held myself accountable, and I would go to my fridge and I'd put a little X. This kept me on track, and it ensured that I never missed a day of my 100-day challenge. So that was the first way I stayed accountable, was for my exercise. But I also stayed accountable with notepads, these exact notepads here, for my food. And I actually, like I said, I would write down my food and my calories every single day. And you can see this, the whole notepad's full. The notepad became actually many notepads. But I was also accountable for all food and drinks that I consumed. And accountability can come in many forms. Some people use a personal trainer, add up calories, do Weight Watcher points. It didn't matter what it was, I just needed to be accountable for the actions I was taking every day. And the same goes for your social media. I want you to think, how can I be more accountable? Are you finding that maybe you post for a few days and then it's weeks before you post again? Well, maybe you need a way to hold yourself accountable. So maybe you set up a calendar and you challenge yourself to post somewhere every day. Not everywhere every day, but somewhere every day, and you make a little X on the calendar. And I actually have another video that breaks that process down for you for your social media, and I'll make sure I link to it here and the description below. So maybe it's for your posting, or maybe it's even a smaller goal that you want to meet more people online for your career. Well, set up a strategy and be accountable. So maybe it's every Friday you're going to do a shout out for somebody you admire in the business. Or maybe it's that you're going to start engaging for 5 to 10 minutes a day and you actually schedule it on your phone with an alarm. Not only are you setting up a strategy for it, but you're holding yourself accountable. Whatever it is, set up that system of accountability. And maybe it's just finding an actor friend who could be your accountability buddy, who can keep you on track with your social media goals. And who knows, hop in the comments below if that sounds like something you want to try out. You may find an accountability buddy below. Number 3, no cheating. This one is kind of a no-brainer, right? And the good thing is, if you have that system of accountability set up, it is way easier to not cheat. Remember guys, if you want the best results for your body or for your social media strategy, you can't cut corners. You have to be accountable for your choices. And that's where writing my food down was so important, and having the calendar. Now keep in mind, when I said no cheating, that doesn't mean I didn't go out to eat or have a glass of wine or dessert. I did, but I planned for it and I was accountable. So I want you guys to stop blaming the algorithm, and once a month, I want you to look at your monthly goals, whether it's for your posting or your follower growth or your relationship building. Are you doing the work and seeing results, or are you cutting corners? This is so important. You've got to be honest with yourself here. And number 4, preparation is key. If you were on a diet and you wanted to be successful, you'd make a list and you'd go shopping ahead of time. Right? Maybe you would buy some workout clothes, right? I went out and bought a ton of new workout clothes. And maybe you would prep your food ahead of time. During this process, I actually made egg sandwiches for the entire month. Every month I would do it so that I could start my day with a meal that I trusted and that I liked, so I could feel successful off the bat. But that was preparation, and it was key to my success. I also made sure I had a house full of healthy snacks and meals. I was prepared. Guys, the same goes for your social media. I see so many of you complaining about not seeing follower growth when you actually haven't done any of the prep work to really get results. You haven't decided when or what to post. You don't know how to use hashtags. Maybe your bios are incomplete or just confusing. You've got to do the prep work to reap the rewards. Now, the last thing I did, which was so important to my success, was I listened to my body. Now, tell me if this sounds familiar. How many times have you made a quick trip to the drive-thru to satisfy some kind of hunger craving? And at the time, it just tasted so good. But soon after that, our body just told us that we were missing something, right? Maybe it was through hunger pains or low energy or restless sleep. Now, in the 4 months that it ultimately took me to lose this weight, I experimented with all different foods, all different types of self-care. And I can tell you my body was my ultimate guide. It helped me realize if I was eating too many carbs, or if maybe I was eating too late at night, or maybe I wasn't getting enough sleep, which would totally affect my cravings the next day. I listened to my body. Now, when it comes to social media strategy, your audience is your body. You need to listen to what they're telling you to really find success. Start by taking a peek at your engagement metrics to see what kind of content is resonating with them most. This will help you work more of that type of content into your plan. Also, consider asking them questions to encourage engagement. One of the best ways to find out what your audience is thinking is to simply ask. In fact, I got a question for you guys. Of these 4 steps that help me find success in my life with my weight and my body, how are you gonna apply them to your social media? Are you gonna be more accountable? Are you gonna set up a strategy? Are you gonna listen more to your body, your audience? What are you gonna take from this video to really make a difference in your social media and see results? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Now, one more thing. When we are in it, when we are trying to achieve a big goal, and for me, losing 25 pounds was a huge goal. I'm 5'1", it was like 1/5 of my body weight. And so when you're in it, it seems like it's gonna take forever. It seems unattainable, even when you have a strategy. But after I lost this weight, guys, I look back and all I could say was, why didn't I do this sooner? I really said, I can't believe how fast that flew by. Even though it was 4 months, it flew by. So just know sometimes when we're in it and we're trying to reach a goal, it seems far away, but you're gonna look back once you rock your social media, once you reach these goals for your acting career, and you're gonna say, wow, that really wasn't so bad. That really wasn't painful, and it didn't take that much time. So I hope you can see how the goal setting and accountability that I set up to reach my weight loss goals can actually help you with your social media. Now remember, I promised you in the beginning of this video, I would give you a resource that will help you start setting up that strategy for your career for free. I will put it in the description. I'll also put it right here. It is my free social media checklist for actors. It's a 30-page ebook with a step-by-step strategy for you to find success on social media as an actor. So make sure you download that and you set up your own system of accountability to make sure you reach your goals. I can't wait to cheer you on along the way. Till next time, guys, I'll see you on social. Bye.